They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down that stretch they come. Second Beaver, Skip away wins!
We are here at Monmouth Racing Today with one of the best apprentice jockeys on the East Coast, Nick Juarez, having a great meet. We talked at the beginning of the meet, and you were saying that you watched that interview, and now you see how far you've come. You got 16 wins. You're just on the outside of the top 10 here at Monmouth Park, which is quite an accomplishment for an apprentice rider. Tell us about how it's been since day one.
Well, I mean, I look back at that interview, and I mean, I was talking about, I want to come to Monmouth to learn around these good colony of riders. And looking back now, I can say I've definitely done so. I've definitely learned from some of the best, Gabriel Saez, Paco Lopez, Eddie Castro, just to name a few. And I can certainly say I've grown from this, and I can see myself improving, and I'm just looking forward to the future has in store for me.
Tell me, what have you learned here by riding with this veteran group? And how's the transition been for you this summer?
Turf riding. Turf riding, I've definitely excelled in more being here, just to be patient, stay the ground, keep your horses covered up. The turf horses really like to stay covered up, give them a good run, and using both hands with the stick, you know, and that's, I feel like I've grown more in, and just being a patient rider. And also here, I mean, we come out of the gate quick. We're going 22, 46, 22, 45, 40. I mean, we got to learn how to come out of there quick. And if you're not a good gate rider, you're left in the dust. So I've excelled in the gate, the turf, all around, but still working on it. So.
Is it better than you expected to where you are right now?
Oh, definitely. Coming here, I just thought, you know, if I make a good living and, you know, just, you know, ride some good horses and be here and win a couple races, that'll be good. But to see myself now in September, and we're coming to the end of the meet, to be leading apprentice is it's overwhelming. And my dad's very proud of me, and I'm very proud of myself. So hope we can just keep continuing on to be successful and win some more races while we're here, you know.
You talk about your dad. You come from a racing family, right?
Yes, definitely. My father was a jockey, and he's retired now, but he watched me every day, and we talk on the phone before the races, after the races, and he's very proud of me, and it's nice to have that support as well. He can tell me what I do wrong, just like the riders here.
Are the riders, the veteran riders, they're willing to share their tips when they see what you're doing, and how do you take the critique?
Well, I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I wrestled in high school. I was an athlete my entire life, and my coach always said you have to remain coachable to be better. You know, you're going to learn something every day. And I will say, Monmouth Park, I've ridden in Philly now, in Parks, Delaware, Maryland. I go back to Maryland occasionally, and this is the best colony of riders I've been with. I mean, they just have a different type of class. They tell me what I need to work on, and you know, in races I catch on that too. You know what I mean? And I'll tell him after the race, I say, Paco, you told me something, and he goes, yeah, you're learning, bug boy. So it's something that we pick up pretty quickly.
And early on too, it looks like you're becoming a fan favorite. I mean, when you're up on a horse and you're in the walking ring, you're coming out through the alleyway here. If a fan says hello, you're always willing to smile and you know, nod your head and acknowledge. And I think that goes a long way with the building a relationship with the fans, which is important.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm so grateful to have so many people out here rooting, not only rooting for me, but just rooting for horse racing in general. I mean, this is like one of the only places I see so many fans come out every weekend, week in and week out, and this is what keeps our business growing, you know. And I'm a third generation, so it's like I wanted to keep on going. And the fans here, I mean, I just love seeing people out here, the little kids. They don't know it, you know, but they're screaming to the number like, oh, go number 4, go number 6, and it's really nice to see the family bring the kids out, and it's just a nice scene here in Monmouth Park, way more than I ever expected.
Where do you go from here once Monmouth closes down? And of course, we'd love to see you back here next summer. But between then, what are you thinking about doing?
Currently, I'm going to go to Maryland. I've been going back and forth down there. Right now, the competitions, there's a lot of riders. and few horses. So it's kind of hard breaking in there. So I'm going to stick out the rest of the meet here, and when I go back there, I'll go full time, and hopefully I can get lucky, and business will pick up there as well.
And you're getting some high grades from trainers, including Greg Sacco. You look at those numbers, and the Sacco combination with Nick Juarez is around 23%. Hugh McMahon's even higher, close to 28%. What does that say about the type of horses you're riding and about the backing you're getting from some of our best trainers?
Well, I'm just thankful, just to have those type of trainers give me chances like that. I mean, you don't see it happen for everybody, and Greg Sacco especially. I mean, he's just an all-around good guy. Going to go see his son's football game at night. I mean, he's just a good guy, and the guys in the barn are really good, and they treat me well, and I'm fortunate they put me on some really good horses. Hugh McMahon was originally down in Maryland. I was down there with him, and he's given me a lot of opportunities here as well, and I mean, just to grow forward from that, I mean, it feels really good,
Finally, is there one race so far this summer that sticks out in your mind that say, well, that was a great ride, or just a great race, or a big win for you?
It's fun. I would have to say there's one horse. I mean, one horse in particular. I think it would be that horse, Daddy's Boo. Would be for Greg. I mean, the horse is just. I mean, we win maiden claim in 20,000 on the turf, and she just mows it down. And then we put her in the allowance and going head and head with Orlando Bogachica. I went to the left hand, and I mean, when he rides for Vitali, I mean, he rides his tail off. And for me to beat him by a nose, that was an extraordinary feeling. And to see everybody acknowledge me for that as well, and the horse for that, and the trainer for that, it was a great race and just a great horse. I'm looking forward to what we can do in the future.
Congratulations on a great meet thus far, and we look forward to seeing you even more here at Monmouth Park in the future and down the road. And watch for this young man in Maryland, just 21 years old, our leading apprentice rider. It's Nick Juarez here at Monmouth Park. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
All right, more to come here on Monmouth Racing Today. Brand new for the 2014 racing season, the William Hill Race and Sports Bar is located on the first floor of the grandstand and features over 100 flat-screen HD TVs and a lavish granite-top bar. Stop in any live racing day to play our season-long free sports contest for the chance to win great prizes. It's the perfect place to watch the big race or the big game. The new William Hill Race and Sports Bar at beautiful Monmouth Park. Here on Monmouth Racing Today with longtime trainer here at Monmouth Park, Tim Kelly. Tim, great to have you on. Appreciate it. Nice win a couple of weeks ago in the Charles Hess Handicap with Disco Rhythm. Tell me a little bit about that one.
Well, first of all, it was a lot of fun, especially for the owner, Charles Cordell, who puts a lot of money in the game. He breeds a lot of horses. And it was nice to see Chuck in the winner's circle for that race. Particularly because we almost won it last year with a horse named In God's Country. We just got beat at the wire, so it was nice to have a little redemption there. So, but he's been a fun horse coming along. We've had him on and off for a long time, and he came up through the claiming ranks. Just got really good. He's just been really good. Had some foot issues early on, got everything corrected, and he's come alive.
And to get a win like that on a big day like that, got to feel good around here, especially with the Jersey Breds.
Yeah, it was great to have it on Jersey Bred Day. To showboat some of your better horses that day for Jersey Breds, and to have Chuck Cordell there and have him in the winner's circle on that day, it meant a lot to me and to him.
Let's talk about some of the others you have in your barn. I know you like to develop the youngsters. Tell us a little bit about any horse you might be excited about right now.
Well, we have a City Zip colt that we're excited about. I'm trying to get him to the futurity. It's just been a nightmare this year getting these 2-year-olds ready, as it always is. And he's probably our best prospect. He hasn't run yet, and I'm going to start him in the futurity if all goes well this week. We have another Not For Love colt that we're kind of high on. Ran him a couple times, finished fourth a couple times, and he's just coming to himself. When he goes 2 turns down the road, he's going to be a much better horse. And then some of the 3-year-olds are coming along, but my 2-year-olds really haven't shown a lot this year, only because a lot of them want to go 2 turns.
How about the one for the futurity? Got a name on that one?
Beyond City Limits is his name.
Okay,
yeah.
So we'll keep an eye out for that one, no question. And the Not For Love is...
The Not For Love is a horse named Broad Lover, who actually we just entered him and the race didn't go, so we're hoping to run him before we head to Florida.
Now, you're talking about heading to Florida. That's where you usually go. Tell us a little bit about what you do in the winter.
Well, we go down, we lease a training center. I've leased it for the last 20 years down in South Florida, about 20 minutes from Gulfstream. We have our own private racetrack, swimming pool, and great facilities. And we just rest up the older horses. We blister them, turn them out, swim, and then we break all our babies, get everything ready to come north to Monmouth Park.
Is that a fun part for you when you go back to Florida and you start breaking the babies, because the excitement is still there? You don't know what you have yet.
Exactly. It's like Christmas with babies. You know, all your hopes and dreams are right there in front of you. And then you get up in the morning, you watch a 2-year-old do some things that's special. Your 3-year-olds are growing, the sun's hitting their backs, and they're all growing and beefing up and looking good, muscling up. And it's just a great thing to see, and it happens right before your eyes on a daily basis in South Florida with that beautiful sun and golf courses.
Take us back to the beginning. How did this all start for you?
Well, how did it all start? Well, I'm third generation. My grandfather was a trainer, my father was a trainer, and I just got involved in the business, loved the business, and the Stavola family actually brought me to New Jersey when I was about 21 years old to be their private trainer. So I got a pretty good head start there with, they sort of threw me to the wolves and gave me a bunch of babies to break and a lot of older horses, and just had a great run for 11 years with the Stavola family as far as Jersey breds go. And then unfortunately they got out of the game, and I inherited Mr. LaJoca, who I trained for him for about 20 years, and he's like a father to me. I had his horses forever. He just got out of the game. He's going to have a couple horses maybe next year. So it's nice having LaJoca as a mentor. You know, I had him a long time, and it was a great run. We had a lot of good horses and good Jersey breds.
Is there one race over the years that sticks out for you, Tim?
You know, I had a race. One of my better horses for Mr. LaJoca was a horse named Menace the Dennis, who made a little over $300,000 and was a nice horse. And one day we ran him on Mr. LaJoca's birthday, and Mr. LaJoca used to watch him most of the races from Atlantic City racetrack because he lived right there in Brigantine. And we ran Menace the Dennis on his birthday, and I brought a banner to the races, and I had my wife and sister hold up the banner in the winner's circle that said "Happy Birthday, Dan." So he got a big kick out of that. You know, he was among his friends, and he got to see that. So that was probably, personally, that was a great win.
Tim, always a pleasure to see you. Any thoughts on Jersey racing moving forward here?
Wow. Well, I tell you, I'm glad we have Dennis Drazen on our side. You know, he's just worked tirelessly trying to get things done, and we're here because of Dennis Drazen. Thank God we have him. So as long as we have him, he's fighting for us. We have some other people behind us, and there's a lot of steps in the right direction. We just need a little help through the legislators, and we can have we have a great facility. We just can't let it go.
Absolutely. Monmouth Park, been around for a long time. Great place for horse racing, for the families. It's just the place, you know, you talk to trainers like yourself who've been coming for such a long time, and the feeling is always the same.
Yeah. Well, I have 4 kids, and my one son's putting a syndicate together now, trying to get some of his friends involved in the game. So I'd love to have Monmouth Park around for my kids.
Absolutely. Tim, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Mike.
Tim Kelly here on Monmouth Racing Today. Tired of standing in line to place a bet? Monmouth Park's mobile wagering platform eliminates lines and brings wagering directly to your mobile device. Sign up is simple, takes less than a minute, and can be done at any mutual teller. Simply deposit your daily bankroll and your mobile account is instantly created, allowing you to bet all day from the comfort of your picnic table, grandstand seat, or parterre. For more information, stop by any guest service or welcome center. And that'll put a wraps on this edition of Monmouth Racing Today. We hope to see you at the races.
They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down the stretch they come. Second Beaver, skip over.